Hi, BookTube. Bill Ruttenberg here with the Ruttenberg Library. Come to you with the Friday Reads. I wanted to tell you about my week and then share with you the books that I have read and that I am reading and plan to read. So anyway, you might notice Christmas tree. Yes, it's July, and my wife fully believes in Christmas in July. Her and my daughters absolutely love it. She likes to watch QVC and watch all the Christmas stuff come up. She likes to watch the Hallmark Channel and all the Christmas movies they come up with. And so we recently had a white Christmas tree, and she decided she didn't really like that, and she had repainted the walls white, and so it was just kind of all blending together, and it was, I guess, blah. But anyway, she got a green Christmas tree. She found one, and it comes with lights and everything. And so she put that on there, or put that up, and has the lights all turned on. And my 3-year-old took a whole bunch of pictures of ornaments, colored them, and then we worked on cutting skills. The fine motor movements and stuff we're always working on with scissors and cutting paper and stuff. And so this is just an excellent way to work on that, but yet do her Christmas ornaments for the tree. And so my youngest daughter was real excited about decorating the tree. So she was going to put it away, and I told her, well, you've gone this far, you might as well leave it up for the rest of July before we put it up. Just kind of going with the joke of, Christmas in July. But anyway, it has felt like Christmas in July here in my household. This week I told you last week on the Friday Reads that my baseball team that I coach, our high school team, we were going into districts last Saturday. And then, so we won our first round of districts. That was pretty exciting. We won the first round 21-0. And then we played on Tuesday and we won the second round 12-0. And we play again tomorrow for the district championship. And so that's pretty exciting around my house, at least for me anyway. And it's added some excitement to life and extended our season. And the boys are having a lot of fun. We will have a big challenge tomorrow. It's a very good team that we're playing, but I think we can hang in there if if everybody does what they need to do and they no errors and stuff like that and hit the ball. And we've been hitting the ball real well, so we're just hoping that's going to continue and we'll have a good game and maybe next week I'll have another whole nother story for you on where our season's at. But anyway, so that's been my life around the house. It's part of the reason I haven't had very many videos up. I've just had baseball in the brain. I think I've told you that the last couple videos. But I can tell you, look, if you are one of the ones that really like the shelf tours, be looking for on Saturday and Sunday. I've already recorded them. I just got to upload them, but I'm going to schedule them for Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to go back up to the upper room for some more nonfiction books, and I'll show you some more of my collection upstairs. And so we'll do 2 shelves there, and I'll try to start implementing those a little bit more often. So this week, because I don't think this was last week, I think it was pretty positive as at the beginning of this week. I was at the free library box there in downtown, and I found a new book. It was called The Sacred Warriors, Japan's Suicide Legions by Dennis Warner and Peggy Warner. And so that was a freebie at the library box. I don't remember if I showed you that one or not, but I was happy to put that into my collection. Go with the World War II stuff. So what have I been reading this week? This is what I have been reading. I think I told you about the Romanoff fantasy. I'm pretty sure I told you about that one last week because I think I finished that one on Friday. It might have been Saturday. Anyway, finished that book, and I told you. I'm pretty sure I told you about that one. So the next book that I read was 108 Stitches. Loose Threads, Ripping Yarns, and the Darndest Characters from My Time in the Game by Ron Darling. And this was a good book. It was a very fast read. Nothing real technical about the book, but it just told a lot of good baseball stories. And he told stories on individual players and what it was like to play with certain guys and play with certain coaches and just the stuff that they went through in life in general, and playing for the Mets in the 1980s was always an adventure anyway around it. And so this was a good book. It would be a good adult read. It's got some. He's pretty. The language flows. We will put it like that. And so I wouldn't have your young teenage kids reading it. Probably more of an adult book, in my opinion. This is coming from the conservative teacher here. But they were interesting stories, but they were very colorful at some points in the book. But that was a good book. I read that. And then I went to the public library in our neighboring town, and I picked up 3 more books to read. And I can't remember if I told you that or not, but I got one of them done. I got Lou Gehrig, The Lost Memoir, with the biographical essay by Alan Dgaf. And I read that. That was really good. I read that in 2 days, I think, maybe 1 day. That one might have been a one-dayer. But I read that, and that was really good. The first half of this book is it's basically an autobiography, a memoir that Lou Gehrig put together in the year 1927, and he was looking back on his career up to the World Series in 1927 with Murder's Row, the nickname they gave the New York Yankees. And so it's all from his point of view, and it's really cool. It was done in chapters in the newspaper every so often. I think they tried to do it each day, and then it ended up every few days, and because he couldn't quite get everything done on time. But it's very entertaining because it's from his point of view, and you could tell that Lou Gehrig was a very humble guy. He was not like some of the ball players who were, very arrogant and self-centered and everything. He told it like it was, and it was refreshing to see somebody who was humble. And then the second half of the book, so that was the first 100 pages. The last 100 pages by Alan Dgaf is a basic, very short biography on Lou Gehrig up to that time period. Well, actually, he took it to his death. I take that back. After 1927 kind of went real fast in the story, but he did take it up to when he was suffering from ALS and what's nicknamed Lou Gehrig's disease. And anyway, I thought it was a really good book. I would recommend it to any of you baseball fans out there. Look for that. I thought it was a pretty good, really fast read. And so those are the books that I finished this week. Now, what I've been working on the last couple days is Washington's End, The Final Years and Forgotten Struggle. And this is by Jonathan Horn. And this is interesting. It's I haven't gotten real far. I'm 75 or so pages in, 80 pages in, something like that. And it's not real long. It won't take me but a few days if I can really get going on it. But it's talking about his time after the presidency. And so these opening pages are setting up all of the problems that he was seeing at the end of his presidency and issues he had with Jefferson and the Federalists versus the Republicans at that time period, and the Britain versus France, and just a lot of the stuff that was coming up in the second term of Washington's presidency and how that carries forward into his retirement. And I haven't gotten, like I said, I haven't gotten real far in it, but that's where I'm at. I'm in February of 1798, and of course he isn't going to live real long, but this book, text-wise, is only 225 pages, and I'm 76 pages in, so I've got a chunk of it done. It shouldn't take me very long, but it's interesting. I'm enjoying that, and I think it's giving it so far anyway, a fair shake. It's looking at it from both sides of the spectrum, or he's trying to anyway. So anyway, let's look at what else I have gotten started and then what I plan on reading. So several of you who have been talking about Mishner, or if you've enjoyed listening to me talk about Mishner, I read one of his books and I said it's going to be my goal to go through all of them. Well, I got the first chapter of Tales of the South Pacific started. Now, granted, that's not very much, 12 pages, but I did get it started, and I hope to come back to this. Matter of fact, I'll probably, after I upload these, probably start reading on this. But I haven't even gotten far enough to really tell you anything about it. So I have got that started. I hope to give you some more on that. One of the books that I got that I will, when I get done reading Washington's End, the other library book I got was called Alien Echo, and that's a science fiction that I'm going to get going on, and it shouldn't take me very long. I know nothing about the book, but I'll let you know what I think of it, and I'll let you know before I turn it all in. I think it's due at the end of next week, so I got one more week to get these 2 books done. I told you I had started The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennet. I have not read any more this week because I got going on all this other stuff. But I'll come back to that because it was a really good read so far. You can tell I got a little bit into it. But it was really good. I enjoyed it to this point. And from all the reviews I've heard, I think I'm going to enjoy the whole book. And then, of course, I can officially say I'm plodding along in re-electing Lincoln, and that's just because I didn't read any of it this week, but I will be coming back to it when I get these library books done. I enjoy reading about this. Like I said, I just had too much other stuff I was reading. So that is my reading life at this point. And of course, I've got a couple others that are in the, on the on-deck circle ready to go. But I'm not going to bring those into the video because I won't get to them this week. I got to finish this pile of stuff. But I feel a lot better about my reading this last week than I had the previous couple. I've gotten some stuff done. I've enjoyed it, and maybe the last few days I've slowed down a little bit more, just because of baseball. I think more I find myself daydreaming about what could be, and I'm real excited about that. So my reading maybe not doing as much as I should. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to upload this, and then I'm going to upload those 2 bookshelf tours for Saturday and Sunday. And so I hope you enjoy those. If you've read any of these books, you want to talk about these books, leave comments down below. And thank you for watching BookTube. Have a great day.